Mr. Vaid, let me start with you. So they are pulling in resources and they're saying this is the only narrative that is going to work for us. So they want to come reactivate Mission Kashmir.
Yes, it is quite revealing, but I would add here that two things stand very clearly. One is the Chinese-Pakistan nexus, and we have been saying this for quite many years now. Initially, they tried their tactics in Northeast, but in Kashmir, for last many years, we have been seeing the footprints of the Chinese weapons coming. They were being used by these. Terrorists in Kashmir Valley, and now the revelation by ISI operative is very, very clear. It establishes how China wants to continue pricking India through Pakistan and open two fronts, and that indicates PLA and a Chinese mindset and intention, which makes it very clearly. Number two, the deep state actually has lost its game in Kashmir, and it is an effort, last ditch effort to club all these organizations, LET, JASH, who are already operating, and now they want to get in the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Islami. That organization,
Taliban Pakistan, TTP.
Tehreek-e-Taliban, TTP from Pakistan, which was actually operating against Pakistan Army in Pakistan. So they want to now bring that also here, which though is reluctant as per this report. And that also indicates how much cash crunch Pakistan is facing. Their condition of their economy, it's almost going the way Sri Lanka is going. The Pakistan army has now divisions amongst itself. It is losing its grip in Pakistan. It needs to rake up once again Kashmir, which it actually has lost the game plan. And it is almost a pariah state all over the world, accepting all-weather friend like China, which actually wants to use Pakistan against India. And this is, I would say, again an effort by both these rogue nations to block India's march towards becoming a global power, which neither China nor Pakistan wants it. And yeah.
G. No, but I'm just reading out some more inputs that he has revealed, and I'm just trying to understand, piece this together. This is over a last 12 to 15 year period, 14 to 15 year period from 2008 onwards. They're saying that post 2611 Mumbai, 2008, at that time there were 80 missions in Kashmir that were operational across Kashmir and India. But then the ISI chief of that time, Lieutenant General Ahmad Shuja Pasha, cut down the missions to huge numbers and funds after 2611 Mumbai. That's what this ISI officer has told CNN News 18's investigations editor Manoj Gupta. Then he's also then said that the ISI is currently making a new rogue nexus of the Lashkar, Jaish, and a few pro-Pakistan fighters of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. And they are all joining hands as part as this Islamic State Wilayah Hind. But then he also goes on to say that the TTP is not willing to buy this entire narrative of what the ISI is pushing as Jihad-e-Azim as far as waging war on Kashmir is concerned. And that's perhaps one of the reasons this entire Pakistan TTP peace deal is not materializing or not settling. The other aspect is terrorists who have properties in smaller hinterland Jammu and Kashmir. So areas like Sopore, Kupwara, other small villages, they are actually being told to sell these lands because now the rule change has come into effect. There is investment coming in. People are buying and selling land, and there are people from rest of India coming into Jammu and Kashmir also saying sell off whatever you can. Use that money, liquidate those hard assets or fixed assets, and then use that towards terror funding. So these are 3-4 aspects that stand out. What's up? And then I'll bring in General Singh.
Mr. Narasimhan, very clear. I can feel it on the ground. Earlier, Pakistan deep state was running. I didn't know the exact number now. The exact number of 80 comes, but we knew that multiple modules were working in Kashmir. And now, last few years, all these are joining these groups. We had reports about Lashkar and Jaish joining hands and HM joining hands together. I have been watching it for last 4 or 5 years. and that is evident on the ground. Number two, that you see how Pakistan was over the years, because of financial crunch, trying to use drugs, narco terrorism as means to finance
Yes.
jihad in Kashmir. In fact, now with Taliban coming in Afghanistan, it actually availability of drugs is much easier, and it's going in the international market through this route. Actually, gets financed. It used initially the trans-border trade also, which we got stopped. It is using hawala money. It has been crunched. Now, obviously, with the raids of NI and the CBI, the hawala transactions have come down. So obvious, it was looking for narco terrorism. Now, the condition has come that people, some of its operatives are being asked to sell their property in Sopur, Kupwada, Handwada, these places, because they want to raise money. They are really facing crunch of money. Earlier, millions of dollars were being used for this jihad in Kashmir. Today, America is no more giving them money. So all this is actually creating problems for the deep state, and it feels it is now losing its game, both internationally and here. Internationally, whole world has come to know Pakistan's game plan, and that's why even it's a hardcore friend like America and Saudi Arabia have given up. They know the lies of deep state of Pakistan.
Right. True, and General Singh, every time they, intelligence officials and even be it military or otherwise, they would say that जब तक अमेरिका से पैसा आ रहा है, till the time America continues to pump in money into Afghanistan, Pakistan will always be flush because Pakistan played that card, and that's how it propped itself up. America propped up Pakistan vis-a-vis India because of the erstwhile alignments that we had. And that's where its success story came, and that's how it was able to fund all these activities. Now those funds have dried up, and the Chinese have a different modus operandi. They don't dole out the money. They exact more than a pound of flesh, and they say that you generate your own funds. We will back you, but you have to figure out your own revenue.
Anand, firstly, thank you for having me on your show. I look at this in this way, that ISI does successive waves of reinventing their diabolic plots. See, we had conventional tanzeems, Hizbul, LET, JEM, and then FATF and other pressure came. So they repackaged the whole thing and made it into TRF and PAF, which is, giving it a thing of resistance front, anti-fascist front, and now that is also not worked. Elections are looming, delimitation has happened, economy is bouncing back. So what do you next? What do you do next? So you come out with something like this. Now IS, Wilayah Hind, Pakistan resonates to a certain extent in Islamic nations. It does, because there is this mythological belief of caliphates that you can have a Khorasan province. So technically, Hindustan is not part of that. It was only Turkmenistan, Afghanistan and those areas. But you have invented Greater Khorasan, and you have said Wilayah in Pakistan. So you have done this against the strange thing, and you are trying to now get in TTP, which is a little difficult. I hope TTP doesn't join this stupid mission. And also, Anand, I also want to say, is self-financing that we are talking about, selling properties, many of these, DGP Vaid will be able to testify, are grabbed properties. They are not legitimately owned properties. You have grabbed them under coercion, and now you are trying to make whatever money you can make out of it. So it is a very diabolic kind of plot which is developing, and I would appeal to all our intelligence agencies in states. It's sad that in Patna this plot was brewing and state intelligence was not able to catch it. Everybody has to keep their antennas up.
Right. No, absolutely. We will take this story forward.